I'm going to attempt to drive this beast over 1,000 kilometers. Come with me.
Spoiler alert, I actually drove this car to and back Gauteng Free State for quite a number of times. It's only now that I'm filming it, actually.
Now that I'm all packed up, we can hit the road. Okay, one more hot start, then we're hitting the road. We're going to reset the kilometers, and then we can be on our way. So this is what we have here. Going to reset these trips to 0, and then let's see what we have here. So on the trips, I just want to see where we're starting off. We're starting off at, okay, driving. We have a range of 95 kilometers. I'm about to fill up. I'll fill up at Pofada. I don't normally fill up at Pofada. Okay, you see, travel trip, whatever trip we'll get, we'll just minus 36. We'll just minus 36. Average speed, we'll be checking the average speed as well. As you can see, this car, as full as it is, I'll obviously be very cognizant of how I drive, how I brake. It's a mess. I do want to get access to the mirror though. So yeah. So now that I've checked all those, I'll close all these windows, the one at the back and the one also on the right side. This is to ensure that everything was sitting properly. All right, let us hit the road. Go. Okay guys, I'll keep you updated when I fill up at Pofada. Pofada is quite close. I think it's like 60 kilometers. Filling up and then hitting the road. We are approaching Pofada. I'm just thinking, cruise control would be awesome in this case. I'm thinking I'll maintain it at 120, until, how many there's a speed limit, And I think when we're looking at extensive distances like this, I don't think it's a speed game. It's more of an efficient game instead. So I'll just retain a very consistent speed throughout the trip, so that we also have a good view as to, realistically, can you actually make a daily. I'll be going through the costs as well, fuel. I'll also add in, costs that I purchased this car with. I know a lot of people are actually wondering how much I spent on this car. So now I'll be activating the cruise control. It's quite easy. You have an on and off button right here. And then once it's on, you will see it display like so. And then after that, you just press the reset button. So the reset button will lock it in at the current speed, 126. I'm quite happy with that. If you're not happy, you can also use the plus and minus to bear the speed you want. To disable the cruise control, it's easy. You just need to tap the brake. It's going to be off. Or you just need to press the cancel button right here. It's easy. So don't feel overwhelmed at times when you can't deactivate the cruise control. It's meant to cruise, so I don't think it's wise to cruise at a ridiculously high speed. Obviously, if you're at the Autobahn, of course, by all means. But yeah, in South Africa, it's not the Autobahn, so we'll maintain a proper safe prevent us from braking abruptly. You don't want all these, all my belongings, striking my head and then possibly resulting in something catastrophic. Let's go. As you can see, everything looks fine. Tires, I'm happy. Who needs a lowering system if we have bags? And I'm talking about literal bags with weights. Okay, let's go. Let's hit the road. What a pie for myself. Bought ice cream as well. Pie over there. Water over here with my mini cup. Okay. Let's buckle up. Let's get moving. Buckling up needs two hands, guys, so and I'm struggling a bit. Okay, now that we filled up, we're sitting at a full tank, as you can see. Okay, I need to change the battery key. Okay, as you can see, the range has changed now. We've driven for 1 hour 20 minutes. Traveling distance. It's gonna update once okay, since start. Average speed 58, speed 0. Okay. Consumption 9.7 average so far. The range is 540. So I'm gonna keep it at speed for now. Until I like seeing the speed digitally. Let's get moving. Both Ada Auto, shout out. Okay, let's go. We have a very long way to go, so no time to waste. Destination Uppington. We left with 130 kilometers to Pakamas. Let's move. or but somewhere. I'll make a plan somewhere. It's moving moi. I have like 600 Ks to go. I'm going to the Free State. It's holding up properly. Yeah, no, it speeds up, but you see when you speed up. Baba, thank you, man.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it, man. I'm loving the lows. Let's go. Approaching Kimberley. 650 kilometers so far. Second full tank. We're still Gucci. Still cruising. Kimberley over there. Yep, that's Kimberley. I think we left with like 10 kilometers to Kimberley. Let's get it. The R is holding up properly. The R is holding up as it's supposed to. We at Warrenton right now. The kilometers we're sitting at a little bit above 700. Still cruising nicely. No issues whatsoever. We in Bloemfontein. I slept on the way. Just couldn't take it anymore, man. It was just too far away. So the time now is 6:30. We're gonna hit the road. Car looking good as per normal. Looks great actually. Survived so long without number plates. Let's get it. So at the moment, we're currently having a half tank, which concludes our trip at 2 full tanks and a half tank as well. So we travel 1,298 kilometers, and that's a win in my books. I'm not gonna go into details in terms of the fuel consumption, but I think that is actually not that bad. 2 full tanks for 2.5 tanks, for 1,298 kilometers is not bad at all in my books. But anyway, I'm gonna take you through the service of this car. As you can see, the faults are the key battery that's flat and also the inspection that's almost due. I'm gonna take it to the service and also ask them to check the rear diff, as you might have seen from the previous traction control video where we don't have power going to the rear wheels, which results in the front wheels spinning, during launch control. I filled up at Pofada for 1,200 Rand. Griquastad, 1,014 Rand. Bloemfontein I also filled for 1,010 Rand. That concludes sort of like the bill for fuel. In terms of the key battery that's flat, I actually created a separate video, which I'll leave the link in the description below. It's quite easy. I think it will be helpful if you're trying to save a couple of money. You can actually change your own battery key.
Okay, lift the brake. Okay, start accelerating slowly. Accelerate slowly. More. Faster. Faster. Faster.
So guys, as you can see, the diff, or the final drive as they call it, it's damaged, it's perished. The LDEC system was on, but this diff has some internal failures. As you can see, there's some rattling sounds. The output from the prof shaft is not correlating with the CV joints, so definitely there's some internal issues. I never picked this up from when I bought the car, and when I think about it, there's no amount of test driving I would have done for me to determine this failure. And yeah, look, I tried as much as I can to be very observant as to what happened with the car in terms of service, as per my previous video. But this just goes to show that at the end of the day, you might miss something. I don't think I would have ever picked this up even if I had that car for an hour or more. But anyway, I have a feeling that the previous owner possibly might have known. And when I got the car, the rear wheels tires were actually perished. They had to change rear tires. I think that was supposed to be some sort of like a hint that perhaps this car, the diff has failed, the final drive has failed. But anyways, as you can see from VW, 102,000 is the quote for a new final drive, which I'm definitely not going to pay. There's a company in Pretoria I was referred to. I haven't actually reached out to them, by a friend that drives the R as well. So I'm just going to reach out to them and see if they can refurbish mine, or possibly give me an option for a new one, new old one, whichever works, at a reasonable price. But I'm really not under pressure, because the same as your normal Golfs. It pulls normally, if you're driving day to day and you're not on the drag strip, you're not even going to pick up that you don't have power from the rear wheels. So for now, I'm really driving the car as normal. I don't have any issues with it. So in terms of the service as well, guard risk. When you buy a car from WEBUYCARS, you get this guard risk insurance. This insurance yet again fails me. I don't know if it's the insurance or is it me not understanding it. Apparently they will service the car as per the OEM recommendations. So as you know, it's 15,000 kilometers or 1 year, so whichever comes first. So what happened essentially is that if you get a car new, it would be that 15,000 kilometers or 1 year, right? So let's suppose my car is a 2014 model, right? So it means essentially year one, what is expected is your 15,000 kilometers. Year two is 30,000. Year three is 45,000. And then year four, it is 60,000. Year five, it's 75,000. Year six, it's 90,000. Year seven is 120,000. I'm just gonna pause right there because my car was sitting at 115,000, right? So if you take year one, which is 2014, year two is 2015, year three is 2016, year four 2017, year five 2018, year six 2016, not 2016, year six is actually 2019, year seven is 2020. So based on these years, I am actually not eligible for 120,000 service. I don't know if I'm making sense. So my car, ideally, because I'm sitting at 115 and I'm already getting an inspection warning which says my car is due for an inspection, you will pick up that there's actually no 115 service. It's either you get this 120 or 90,000. Okay, so in between we have my mistake there. We actually have 105. So basically I'm over the 105 as well. So if you add 105 plus 15,000, that's where you get the major service, which is at 120. So I was assuming because I'm over the 105, I would be eligible for a 120,000 major service. But unfortunately, I didn't get that now because according to VW, 105, let's say 105 is actually year 7, and then 120 is actually year 8. I don't know if I'm making sense. So essentially, if year 7 is supposed to be actually 2020, and then year 8 is supposed to be actually 2021. So according to VW, for year 8, which is 120, it was actually supposed to have been done in 2021. When you look at the service history, that major service was not done. So I was thinking, okay, the mileage hasn't gotten to 120 yet. It hasn't gotten to 120 yet. But seemingly, because the year is 2021, like the OEM recommendation says, 15,000 or 1 year. So essentially, my car missed the 120,000 service. So I could not claim through guard risk the 120,000 service, unfortunately. I hope that makes sense. So I essentially sort of like qualified for a minor service, which I was actually quite disappointed with. Based on the number of services I've had, based on the number of years, I actually essentially missed the 8th service, which was supposed to be done on 2021. So if we continue with these years, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, you'll realize that if you say 120 plus 1,000 plus 15,000, so essentially year 9, which is 2022, it's 135k, and then year 10 is 150k, and then year 11 is 165k, and then year 12 is actually 180k. Again, it's not a major service. The major service, again, I think it's at 120,000 kilometers multiplied by 2, which is at 240. So based on this, I'm not yet due for a 240 service, which is the next major after the 120. I was actually bummed by that. I mean, many things can be said. I should have known this, I should have known that. But I don't think the average person, when they buy a car, they actually, would know this. So for me, I was quite disappointed. But I'm taking the L because apparently OEM recommendation. As an OEM recommendation, it's as if it's pasted somewhere to say if you miss this, just know how it works. I don't know. They mentioned it so easily, that OEM recommendation, as if an average person on just newly purchasing a car would know that. And I do not believe that an average person would know this. But yet again, guard risk failed me. Guard risk in terms of older vehicles, maybe not even just guard risk. Maybe I'm referring to guard risk because I experience issues with guard risk. This innovation group, if it's an older car, it's actually not serving you so much. I mean, the previous video I had to claim for alternator. I mean, they could only pay 5,000, and the alternator VW 26,000. So I'm just trying to show you, if the car is a bit older, these insurances, innovation group, the warranties, they do not serve you as you might believe they should. So just be cognizant of that when you're buying a bit of an older vehicle like mine, which is like 10 years older. But anyway, guys, if you want to look at the fine print in terms of innovation group, guard risk, just comment down below. We can do a deep dive into what I have versus for different models of cars. I believe the later the car is, the better benefits you get actually from these insurances. But anyway, if you want me to do a deep dive, just comment down below, and then I can just make a video exclusive, exclusively for that. And the craziest part is this sort of like service plan is only for 2 years. So the crazy thing is that now that I got a minor service, next year I'll probably get another minor service. It's like it was well orchestrated that they're not going to pay for a major service. But anyway, the quote, including including the final drive, is 141,000 rand. that also includes, I asked for a quote for sort of like a major service because the insurance is not going to pay for it, so I might as well plan on paying for it. But you'll be surprised, there's not a lot of a difference in terms of the major service. It's just changing the belt that runs the alternator and also the air con. It's to change spark plugs. It's really not an extensive list. I also added some brake pads. That's why that quote is a bit extra. It's a bit more plus the final try plus the labor 140. It's the second time actually where I get 140k quote from VW. What the hell? I'm going to call this a Golf R 140k. Gonna personalize it so much. Anyway, I'm glad I could share these experiences with you guys, and also the engagements in the comment section is on fire. Thanks so much for that. Subscribe, share, and like with friends, and see you on the next video.